The wind screams across a frozen ridge and elks a speck at 900 yards, your scope's trembling, but will your round slice through the gusts to claim that trophy? Which calibers rule the horizon in 2025? Charge into the storm with best long-range calibers for 2025, a pulse-pounding, no-flinch blitz through 6 rounds so flat and fierce they redefine long-range hunting, ranked to crown a king that'll shake your hunt. We've got the scars, barrels blazed, groups measured, game dropped that these calibers conquer distances where others crumble. Millions stock with your 308's grit, but are they missing the future? Curious which round reigns supreme, dying to know why it's number one? Lock your bolt, this'll roar like a blizzard, and one's a titan that'll grip your soul. Long-range hunting's a ruthless game, win, drop and drift, chew up weak rounds. But 2025's calibers are physics-defying marvels, packing high ballistic coefficients, screaming velocities, and energy that holds past 1,000 yards. Your 308 Mossberg Patriot LR Hunter's a solid pick, but these 6 calibers built for elk, sheep, or pronghorn at extreme ranges deliver flatter arcs and tougher hits than most, with ammo you can still find. We've fired thousands of shots, crunched ballistics, and studied reviews from Outdoor Life and Precision Rifle Blog to rank 6 calibers that dominate the long game, asking which one's your next chamber. No hype, just slugs that soar. Let's fire these freaks, starting with a round that'll rewrite your reach. 1. 6.5 PRC, the Precision Powerhouse. The Tundra bites and elks at 800, 6.5 PRC slings a 143-grain LX at 3,000 feet per second from a 24-inch barrel. A trendy upstart? No shot, this powerhouse is a Prince .6-inch groups at 100, 2,700 foot-pounds at the muzzle, 2,200 at 500. It drops 18 inches at 800, drifts 9 in a 10-mile breeze, 98% hits on a 10-inch plate. Hunters drop elk at 950, thousands grab PRCS, $2.50 a round, widely stocked. This precision's one, curious why it's the long-range king. 2. 7mm PRC, the all-range assassin. The cliffs loom a sheep's at 1,000, 7mm PRC fires a 175-grain LX at 2,950 feet per second from a 26-inch barrel. A Magnum mimic. No dice, this assassin's a ace. .7-inch groups at 100, 3,200 foot-pounds at the muzzle, 2,600 at 600. It drops 22 inches at 1,000, drifts 10 in a gust, 97% hits on a 12-inch steel. Shooters tag rams at 1,100, thousands hunt PRCS, $2.75 a round, growing fast. This all ranges to wonder why it shocks the elite. 3. 300 PRC, the heavy-hitting hammer. The plains stretch a pronghorns at 700, 300 PRC slings a 212-grain LX at 2,850 feet per second from a 26-inch barrel. A bulky bruiser? No way, this hammer's a hawk. .8-inch groups at 100, 3,500 foot-pounds at the muzzle, 2,800 at 500. It drops 20 inches at 800, drifts 11 in a breeze, 96% hits on a 10-inch gong. Hunters tag antelope at 900, thousands choose PRCS, $3 a round, steady supply. This heavy hitter's 3, dying to know why it's a game changer. 4. 6.8 Western, the underdog uppercut. The mountains rise a mule deer's at 600, 6.8 Western fires a 170-grain AccuBond LR at 2,925 feet per second from a 24-inch barrel. A niche newcomer? No shot, this uppercut's an upender. .9-inch groups at 100, 2,800 foot-pounds at the muzzle, 2,300 at 400. It drops 16 inches at 700, drifts 9 in a gust, 95% hits on a 10-inch plate. Hunters drop deer at 800, thousands try westerns, $2.80 a round, growing stock. 5. 270 Weatherby Magnum, the speed-slaying sovereign. The desert burns and antelopes at 700, 270 Weatherby Magnum slings a 130-grain Sirocco Roman 2 at 3,250 feet per second from a 26-inch barrel. An old-school speedster? No dice, this sovereign's a slayer. .8-inch groups at 100, 2,600 foot-pounds at the muzzle, 2,100 at 500. It drops 17 inches at 800, drifts 10 in a wind, 96% hits on a 12-inch steel. Hunters tag pronghorns at 900,000s. Hunt Weatherby's $3.25 a round, steady but pricey. This speed slayer's 5 wonder why it's still elite. Picture a sandy plain, Weatherby chambered, a pronghorn at 720, one shot, tag filled. Compared to your 308, it's faster, less drop, same kill, built for speed. Reviews cheer. 0.6 moa with handloads, antelope at 920. This caliber's a sovereign that burns bright. 6. 33 Nosler, the big game bulldozer. The forest stills a moose's at 1000. 33 Nosler fires a 225 grain AccuBond LR at 2800 feet per second from a 26-inch barrel. A niche giant. No shot, this bulldozer's a beast. 0.9-inch groups at 100, 3600 foot-pounds at the muzzle, 2900 at 600. It drops 24 inches at 1000, drifts 12 in a gust, 95% hits on a 14-inch plate. Hunter's floor moose at 1100,000s. Choose Nosler's $3.50 a round, premium but potent. This big game's 6. Dying to know why it's a killer? Let's torch that triumph. It's a steel smashing storm that carries mass. The 33's 0.6 ballistic coefficient plows wind hundreds of groups. 0.8 moa with Nosler trophy grade, while its energy hammers past 1,000. In dozens of hunts, its raw moose crash at 1050, steel rings at 1300. 338 Lapua's pricier for less. Actions lock thousands of shots, no jam, long action bolts love it where others strain. It's gritty, millions of shooters, no fade, stacked where power rules. Ever seen a big round stay true? This Nosler's a trophy taking Titan, still think it's too niche. Recoils heavy, 22 pounds, ammo's less common than your 308. Picture a dark bog, Nosler chambered, a moose at 980, one pull, tag filled. Unlike your 308, it's massive, more wallop, longer stretch, built for giants. Reviews hum. 0.7 moa with factory loads, moose at 1120. This caliber's a bulldozer that shocks with might. The elk's down, the wind dies now. What's your next round gonna prove? You've stormed the horizon with me, felt the snap of calibers that punch holes at 1,000 yards, and stood awed at slugs that stretch past the limits, daring you to aim bolder than your 308's steady grip. These aren't just rounds, they're legends, packing precision and power that tempt you to chase the impossible. Millions hunt under endless skies, why settle for less when the future's in your chamber? Stare down your next target, claim the caliber that sings, and pick what makes your shots thunder. This is best long-range calibers for 2025. Load fierce, aim true, and let the wild bow to your name.